Cutter's Degrassi Unpopular Opinions. Hey there, Heather, ho there. It's Jeff Cutter Diamond. Welcome you to another Degrassi Unpopular Opinion. And this is number 143 in this series. I think 143 is a snooker thing or a darts thing, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, so my first unpopular opinion in the block I'm doing is about Zig and Cam. And this person actually wrote, well, of course, this is being taped on June 21st, 2022 for context. So anyway, am I the only one who is so tired of people blaming Cam's death on Sig? Because to me, it's just not true. To me, Cam was going to go either way. Sig didn't have to tell him to kill himself, but you look like he did. Yes, what he said was mean, but I'm pretty sure he didn't mean it like that. And he actually felt bad for it. He blamed himself and, all that. But you're putting blame on Sig as much as, but not Dallas or the rest of the hockey team when they were also mean to him. Also, to be Sig and Maya were always hinted to have feelings for each other, so I don't know how them being together was so surprising. Maya never blamed him for it. Even after her death, she tried to ask him out. It was Sig who said no to it, so Maya wasn't mad at him. So that's what the person put. Now, for me, the unpopular opinion is: should Sig be blamed for Cam's death? Yes, but not primarily. You can blame people for stuff, but not make him the primary reason. The primary reason why Cam offed himself, if you will, was because of the stresses he had with the hockey team. You could say that the hockey team had more of an impact with Cam's suicide because, Cam was not performing up to standards. Dallas and the rest of the team were pissed off at him. Basically, Cam wanted to jump out the balcony or slash his arm with a skate to avoid playing hockey. He really liked Maya, and of course that got Sig all worked up. Sig was pissed off, and rightfully so. I mean, rightfully so in the sense that, you knew Sig was pissed off. So the simple fact is that, yes, you can blame, yes, Sig deserves some blame, but he doesn't deserve the whole blame. That's what I'm trying to say. Lots of people commented on that Reddit post about that, saying it was frustrating because the story was written so tactfully to show the nuances of the situation. And Kim was ready to agree. I even said that, what I put in my stuff, I said, Sig was jealous of Cam being with Maya, and he just wanted to keep Maya to himself. He had no clue this was the tipping point to Cam killing himself. Not saying Sig was the reason Cam killed himself. He was part of why he did it. Yeah, you can blame someone and say that, well, that person, Sig, is at fault, but he's not to have complete blame on him. The simple fact is that Sig didn't know that Cam was going to kill himself, or Cam was feeling that way. All Sig saw from his eyes was Cam trying to move in on him and Maya. Sig wanted to get rid of Cam as a romantic rival, got Cam to burst out at the Spirit thing on Spirit Week, and basically Cam got in trouble. Cam ended up coming over to Maya's to apologize, stealing Maya's stuffed doll Hoot, wants to give it back to her, and that's when Sig got pissed off and all that. I mean, Sig, I think, was trying to keep Maya to himself. I mean, yeah, a lot of people say, well, it's a romantic rival, so basically it was going to happen anyway. Anyway, there was a lot of things why Cam was depressed and all that. So the simple fact is Sig deserves blame, but not full blame. I mean, Sig didn't know that Cam had the issues, with the hockey team being so cold towards him, his feelings for Maya, being homesick. I mean, he's 10 hours away from home, for goodness sake. So Kappa's casing. So Cam was just feeling the pressures. Maya tried to help him, but no. The fact of the matter is that, Sig was just jealous and wanted Cam to get away from Maya. And, Sig deserves some hate for that, for being a romantic rival. And then, Camden says he breaks up with Maya over a text, and then all of a sudden he goes to the J.T. York Memorial Greenhouse and does something to him. Either he hangs himself, he slashes him with the skate blade, or what people sometimes forget, what usually is stored in a greenhouse, garden chemicals. And as somebody who has had to deal with garden chemicals, one with a spot 3 years ago in a nursery at Sheridan, close to where I live, and number two, now working in the soil compound at Canadian Tire, dealing with toxicity and all that crap, I can understand that. So the simple fact is that, Cam offed himself. He was about to explode and all that. Obviously, the writers gave Cam, or Dylan Everett, as I say, the fact that he was not going to survive that season. And it would push Maya and Sig up a little bit. Because I think Maya and Sig were really minor characters before Cam's suicide, and it made them big. I already said that in another unpopular opinion. But the simple fact is, Sig deserves blame. However, he doesn't deserve the full blame for Cam being a ticky time bomb. There's a difference between you blame Sig for Cam killing himself, or you basically say that Sig was a part of why Cam killed himself. I mean, everyone knew they did horribly. I think Simpson as well admitted that he did wrong. So the simple fact is Sig deserves blame. However, he does not deserve the full blame. And yeah, Sig and Maya, the relationship was kind of sucky because it seemed that Sig only cared about Maya when Maya was close to other guys like Miles and Harry. I don't know. But the simple fact is, Sig, when he does that, he ends up being Veronica from the Archie comics. I have to say Archie comics because, Riverdale. But, Sig is Veronica in a sense. Sig only Veronica seems to only care about Archie when he's close to Betty. And, I compare Sig with any guy who comes near Maya. I think Maya would be Archie in a sense. And he flaunts, Zoe and some other girl trying to get on Maya's bad side. Zoe cyberbullied Maya. Maya retaliated with a song, and yet Zoe never got any punishment for it. I guess that's what being a celebrity is, and basically Snake groveled. So the simple fact is that, yeah. So, and, and the one chance that Archie and Betty are split up, Veronica has a chance to steal Archie to herself, and Archie wants to be with Veronica after Betty refuses to accept his apologies and all that. Veronica dates some other guy, leaving Archie wrong and all that. And, I remember that comic book story about, Betty learns from Dilton why Veronica is so competitive with Archie because, Veronica can't have Archie. And when she wants competition. So Betty decides to dump off Archie. Veronica, for some reason, doesn't bring herself to be close to Archie. And then Betty and Archie date, but they go to places where Veronica can't be because of Veronica's social status, if you will. Unfortunately for them, Veronica is at the amusement park, but only because she actually injured Midge accidentally. Betty then learns that she can't hide it. She loves Archie, and she doesn't care if Veronica knows about it. And Veronica says some people are cut out to be sneaky. I think Veronica, in a sense, knew that Betty had her conscience and that she was going to stop herself. But yeah, I think that's what was Sig. I've said that in several videos. But yeah, Sig shouldn't be completely blamed for why Cam offed himself. Cam kind of did it to himself. Sig gets some blame, but not all.